What's up YouTube? Hey, it's Toki here, and today I've got another Surroundead update for you. This is talking about what's next, what's in store for the next update, general outline for what is planned at any given time. Alright, to begin, I'd like to thank everyone for all the feedback, suggestions, bug reports, and just your general opinion on the game. Without all of this, we wouldn't be in this position today. However, I know one thing on people's minds is what's in store for the game, and in this post I hope to give people that general idea that development isn't slowing, more fun content is coming to the game. I'd as well like to point out that below is always up for feedback, not in any particular order of when it's coming, and none of it is final, so any of this is subject to change. Number 1. New points of interest. Current map will continue to expand, new locations with a variety of different infrastructure. Expect to see new towns, military locations, survivor locations, and a large city. While I am using Cinti assets to develop most of these areas, I'm always looking at getting new types of buildings and an environment made, from banks to even smaller details that will add to the lore of the game. Now, I know in my early playthroughs, like my first couple episodes, I set up shop in a building in one of the cities off to the right side of the map. And I don't know if it's possible, but I kind of wish like the interiors were fleshed out a little bit more, where they weren't just so empty. Kind of takes away from that feel, like, you know, that the city was populated. But there's a building, I think it's on the other side of the city from where my base was. It might be closer to that, but it was a hunting and ammo building, if I remember correctly. And there was nothing in it. Maybe 1-2 lootable sections, but it was like food and clothing, or just like random stuff. I would like to see, you know, like building specific loot pop up in some of these, you know, bank. Yeah, it would be great to put a bank in. Make sure that, you know, at least one of them is a safe that you could lockpick or something like that, and it would have money in it. Hunting stores, or, you know, sporting goods stores would have maybe rifles, maybe some handguns, ammo, maybe like exercise equipment you could decorate your base with, or, you know, maybe even use, since we've got the stat system up and everything. Maybe like our athletics could get upgraded by, you know, treadmill or a weight bench or something like that. Add to the lore of the game. Yeah, see, like this guns, hunting and ammo store. I would kind of like to see, you know, building specific loot. I think the only one in the game right now that has that is I think the supermarket, that I've seen anyway. You know, maybe like have a car lot that has a few cars that not necessarily ready to just drive off the lot and take for your own, but something you would have to fix up. Anyway, number 2, base building additions and improvements. Base building is an important part of the game and something that needs to be added to and expanded. With additions to the system, you can expect new furniture, to new traps and buildables that will allow you to better defend your camp against the dead. Another big question for this system is free building, allowing you to create large wooden, stone, and etc. buildings. I have not made a 100% decision on this system, but don't expect it soon if it is added. Farming is another system that will be coming to the game, so you can live off the land, grow crops, and harvest them at the perfect time, and make sure to stock up for certain times of the year. Plus an electricity system with generators that will power certain objects in your camp and more. That would be amazing to have to struggle to a degree, like, instead of just having a time where it snows, have an actual like winter period where nothing grows. The water in the lakes or the rivers and stuff like that freezes, so it's harder to get, you know, like fresh water. So you would have to rig up a water purification system, or like get all the necessary materials to build a water tower or a water tank to store fresh water in. You know, farming, maybe at some point, like livestock, where you could like harvest your own animals. I don't want to use the S word, but harvest your own animals for food to keep yourself going in those like drought periods. Number 3, vehicle modding. If you played State of Decay 2, this is the type of system I'm aiming for with vehicles. Okay. Find or craft vehicle upgrade kits that you can attach to certain vehicles. From more armor to more storage, these are the types of kits that could be added to your vehicle. I would kind of like to have like a little mobile home where you could park it and have a little base right then and there. So if you're going to the prison or something like that and you're across the map, you can stop, set a spawn point, go to sleep, cook. Later in the game when these systems are added, you could cook yourself a meal, you could hang out, like work on your weapons, just like a mobile base. Now I'm using that truck, but I get what he's saying, being able to upgrade certain vehicles to kind of look like this. Number 4, quests. Thank you. Story missions, bounty board, etc. This is quite simply the system I'm most excited about adding to the game. From going to safe zones and helping the communities thrive to taking down thieves and destroying bandit camps, there is a vast range of quests that could be added. You'll as well discover more about the world and uncover the lore of what happened to the world you are in and the direction it is going in. As well, there will be a bounty board. Accept a bounty on it and it will be marked on the map. Go to that location and take out the individuals there. Head back to the bounty board and collect your rewards. These will as well rotate and be random each time you join, and more will be added in each update. In the future, you will as well be able to gain reputation with different factions in the world, and this will affect who are your friends and who are your enemies. I love that thought. I just hope that there's a variety instead of just, a fetch quest, a murder quest, a fetch quest, an escort quest. I would like the ability, if you join up and you start doing missions for like the bandit camps and you get reputation with them, if you do add a bank, go on a heist. Like the bank's guarded by, the military faction. It's like a base of operations for them or something, or like the police station. You go with a bunch of the bandits and you raid the bank and you basically pull off a bank robbery. Or you go to the police station and you raid it for weapons and ammo while it's being guarded. Or like a search and rescue. Like one of the survivors lost their daughter in the city that they came from, or the daughter ran back from the camp to the city because she forgot to, but you have to go looking for a specific person. That would be awesome. Or, like the settlement is running low on ammo, so you have to go find, 300 shotgun rounds and 500 5.56 or, stuff like that. I hope there's a good variety of quests just to kind of keep things fresh. And the rewards, maybe don't make the quests like varying difficulties, but make the rewards worth it. I don't want to, go search a city for a little girl and bring her back to her mom at the survivor camp across the map for, a can of beans, 3 MREs, and 20 5.56 rounds. No, make sure that the rewards fit the quests in complexity and level of difficulty. That way, we're more inclined to take the quests other than just building rep. Medical system, number 5. Broken legs, bleeding, nothing too in-depth. Adding the ability for the player to bleed, break legs, and of extreme temperatures is another layer of complexity I'm working on. Ooh. This will make it so that there's a variation in the use of different medical items, although I don't want to make the system too complex or annoying for the player. A good example would be Unturned. Now that is a good idea. I like the thought of, you get scratched, or you get attacked while you're looting, and all of a sudden you're bleeding, or maybe you jump down off a wall that's too tall, or you hop a fence or something like that and you fall, or you get injured and all of a sudden you've got, a fractured leg. So your stamina doesn't go up as fast, or maybe you lose stamina at twice the rate normal until you get that leg fixed. Or you get shot in the arm, all of a sudden you have to prioritize that arm, or you're gonna take a massive penalty, overall. Number 6, special and more unique zombies. At the moment, Surroundead consists of just your normal zombies, irradiated, and boss zombies. With more improvements to the AI coming in the future, you can expect to start seeing new types from your classic bloaters, screamers, to even more unique types of zombies that will add an extra layer of horror to the game, is what I've got in store for you. You will as well be able to disable these types of zombies as you please. No, give us variety. Give us something to fear, please. I love the thought of, I've got a base that's just right off of a main road. I love the thought of having to defend it from like a wandering horde that has a couple of screamers that alert anything in a certain radius that just keeps bringing zombies in until I get rid of them. Or one that's kind of, smarter than average, that's led by a boss zombie, like a big brute, that they're a little bit more, intelligent than the normal zombies, so they attack in a more specific, direct type of way. That is interesting. Number 7, improved firearm customization. While an Escape from Tarkov weapon customization system will not come, I am looking at adding more attachments for the player to loot or even craft. From laser sights to flashlights to rangefinders, expect to see more tactical attachments and more long-range sights as red dot sights. One possibility is the addition of a makeshift weapon station, where you will be able to craft custom makeshift weapons from broken weapons. One thing, I swear, if anybody on the development team watches this video at any given point before, final decisions are made, we have damaged weapons in the game already. If I'm busting butt with a baseball bat and I run across, a 20% or a 20% condition P90, I'm gonna take it, but let me fix it. Let me improve that condition. Maybe not to 100%. Maybe it still jams once every 200 rounds or something. But let me fix it to where it's not just 20% and it looks horrible and it acts horrible. Maybe make it take a damage penalty if I decide to just use it as is. But give us the ability with a weapons kit or a cleaning kit or something like that to fix some of the weapons that we find in the world. Because like I said, we've already got damaged conditions in. Let us repair our backpacks. If we find a hiking backpack that's only 10%, let us repair it. Let us get those extra slots back. That's cool. I love the thought of being able to make makeshift weapons. Melee weapon customization. Allowing the player to customize melee weapons will add another layer to the melee weapon system. Grab a bat and add a blade to it or some wire. These are the possibilities that could happen with this system. That sounds fun. But don't restrict too much. If I find a baseball bat and I got a golf club, maybe let me do something with them with a whole bunch of duct tape. I don't know what, but don't be too limited with the melee system. Let us get a little creative. Character customization and clothing. Before clothing and proper customization, there will be character selection. You'll be able to choose the character you want to play and possibly as well the chance to name your character and give them a profession of your own choosing. Clothing may take some time, but it's something I really want to add as well. So when it can actually be implemented, waiting on actual models, I will definitely work on it and add it as soon as I can. Thank you. I like the idea of having a random character and not knowing anything about them at the beginning. After a while, you're going to get attached to your character. So it would make it even more, I don't know the word, special, I guess, if that character was something, you put time into instead of just some random person with a random job. Number 10, motorbikes. Faster, nimbler, but weaker, yet plus they look cool. If you're going to do motorcycles, please make sure you not just the cruisers, put in the crotch rockets. I want to get on a Ninja and I want to zoom down the road and hit a rabbit and then go flying 40 feet. Multiples. Oh my God, thank you. Multiple saves. At the moment, you can only have one save. And if you decide to delve into your save files and back it up, maybe you can technically consider that multiple saves. But it's always a good idea to go in and have a backup of your save file just in case. In the future, I want to change this so you can have multiple saves and save each part of your journey. Plus, that would help eliminate some of that FOMO. Anybody who's played this game might understand, or any kind of zombie survival. You save the game, you go and try out something really stupid to see if it works. It doesn't, then you go back and you reload. If it does work, then you save a separate save right there so you can go to either point before you made the dumb decision or after you made it. This game, make a dumb decision, you gotta live with it or start a new character. Number 12, travel system. Travel to various other smaller maps from exit points on the main map. You will be able to choose to travel to various other locations surrounding the base area. These locations could vary from small wooded areas with a large destroyed survivor campsite, sweet, to an irradiated nuclear area, yes, to out in the water at an oil rig and even a large enclosed city. Yes, all of it, yes. Give us more variety, please. Improved weather system. Okay, before we go into this, make some of that like the nuclear area. Make the bloaters or whatever, kind of new zombies. Make them appear in higher quantities in certain areas. Like the bloaters at the oil rig or, irradiated at the nuclear site. Something along those lines. Okay. Number 13, improved weather system. At the moment, between seasons, you have no difference in the weather or how it affects the world. In the future, this will change to where actual seasons have unique weather variations and can affect the player temperature, possibly vehicles, AI, and future systems like farming and fishing. Now, being able to, or having to manage your body temperature as well as like hydration and hunger and stuff like that would be an amazing level of complexity. Because if you're out in a really hot climate and you don't have a lot of water, boom, all of a sudden you're dehydrated and your water meter is going down twice as fast. You're either going to lose a lot of clothing or you're going to get out of that area as fast as you can. Number 14, fishing. Find fishing rods around the world and go to a body of water to find various fish types or even rare submerged loot. That sounds like fun, but let us be able to craft a starting fishing rod. Let us grab a stick and a rope and let us go from there. Don't make us spend 4, 5, 6 hours trying to find a fishing rod and not be able to. Number 15, horde mode. Just something that I will work on to the side is a horde mode. Enjoy taking out waves of infected on a unique map and earn points to traverse it and get better equipment. Yes, I would humbly ask, get multiplayer in the game first and get it working, as well as it possibly can, and then bring out horde mode. That way we have the option of playing with friends or playing horde mode by ourselves. Don't force us into single player horde mode, because then it can get overwhelming and people will get turned off and frustrated. At least give us the ability to play with friends first, and then start bringing out horde mode. Number 16, translation. This is a question I get quite a lot, and it is something that I will be working on, is getting the game translated for various languages around the world. As I understand, not everyone is fluent in English, and this can sometimes put people off the game. I agree. I want this game to reach the far corners of the world as much as possible. I'm all in this game. I love it. I want everybody else to be able to love it too. Co-op, multiplayer, number 17. Yes, it's planned, but nothing else to say apart from that. Okay. Number 18, Steam Workshop. Allowing players the ability to share and create custom difficulty packs, new weapons, equipment, and possibly maps. Okay, I like that. Other features. Naming inventory content. Yes, please. I don't want to have to keep looking for all my magazines. Improved trading and crafting. Additional world markers on map. Roaming hordes. Nice. Bow and arrows and crossbow. Yes, please. We want to go Daryl Dixon on some zombies up in the prison, let us do it. Gas mask, filters, and batteries yes, that'll add a great level of complexity having to manage filters and batteries. But don't make it too scarce. Don't give us that frustration. More and new random events, that would be awesome. Improved actual controller input mappings. Yes, thank you. Finally, the next couple of weeks are going to be very busy for me, and so I will not be very frequent with updates or interacting with the community. And to end, I'd like to say again, thank you so much, and I hope that you are all excited for the future as much as me. Yeah, I am. Surroundead is about to get a whole hell of a lot better, and I see nothing but great things for this game. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. Every update, it gets better and better. New stuff is added. It might be buggy at first, but they're so dedicated to it, it gets ironed out so quick. Stupid truck in the background. I can't wait to see where this game goes, what's implemented into it, the systems that get put in place, the gameplay, how it changes and evolves. I'm all for it, and I hope y'all are too. And if you're not already interested, I hope this helps you get interested. So if you wouldn't mind, leave a like, leave a dislike, but let me know what I'm doing so I can change it, make it better, and hit that subscribe button. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.